Hi YouTube, I'm Optimized. I mastered jungle Nocturne main in this season. I maintain a 60% win rate over 250 games. I will inform you guys the best runes, build, itemization, and your objective as a champion in the game. This is the best universal rune for Nocturne in the jungle. There's no other choices that are better than this rune setup.
Let's talk about the build. The core item for Nocturne is obviously Stripebreaker because it is the best item for Nocturne. And then you take your boots of choice situationally, depending on the enemy champion, what you need. The standard bruiser build is Derrick's and GA, and then tank items afterwards. This build is best with an engage/tank support or top lane because you are able to dish out more damage with this build and destroy their carries and backline. Play as a follow-up or pick playstyle. The economy tank build, which is what I mainly build in most of my games for solo queue, consists of Randuin's Omen, Spirit Visage, Thornmail, and Chains. This build is best when you're the only tank/engage for the team. Another alternative for Nocturne's tank build is second item Itemization Chains for the 30% reduction on enemy champion, either their jungler or a big character on the enemy team, because it provides a lot of max HP, 650 for a very low price item. Depending on their damage type, you can either pivot to more armor or magic resist or just continue building on items that give you max HP. Gargoyle Stoneplate provides both armor, MR, and a big shield that scales with your amount of bonus HP you have, so you get a bigger shield. This build is good against champions that deals true damage and armor pen because max HP counters true damage and armor pen type champion. This build is bad versus champions who only deal max HP and builds items that deal max HP, like Malzahar, Vayne, Varus, Kog'Maw, etc. The list is on top. The items are Liandry's, Blade of the Rune King, or any champions that deal dot max HP damage. Let's talk about Nocturne's combos and abilities. For Nocturne's Q, when you're standing on the trail, he gains extra bonus attack damage and it scales up in levels. So whenever you fight any champion or jungle camps, you want to be standing on your trail so you get your bonus AD damage. It's like an extra long sword or two, or even BF sword at max level, which is very powerful for skirmishes. His W gives bonus attack speed when you block a enemy champion spell. His E gives you bonus movement speed when you land a fear on the target. So as Nocturne, the basic combo is Q, Stripebreaker, auto attack E, and you get your fear off. So for Nocturne's fear, it is very crucial to have the highest chance of landing the fear. Is once you fear Stripebreaker, you walk to the target's center. So then whenever if they flash away, your fear would still connect. That is the highest chance of landing the fear, even though they're gonna flash or if they're gonna walk away, unless they have 2 dashes. Then you can follow up with a flash. If they flash away, Nocturne has only a few animation cancels, which are auto attack, Q, Stripebreaker. With the Nocturne's R, once you ulti, you can use any ability in between the ult while flying. You can use W, Q while in the air, and immediately once you're in the air, you want to Q, Stripebreaker, and E at that instant. Remember to follow the target as close to the center, so whenever they flash away, then you can still get the fear CC. So your spell shield, you have to adapt to whatever champion you're playing against. You can use your spell shield effectively depending on the matchup and the champions that you're fighting. So you can use your W most efficiently as possible. Nocturne's champion identity. Nocturne as a champion is very flexible in terms of playstyle because he has 2 build options, which is Bruiser and Tank, that can also run on low economy. For the Bruiser build, you want to play Nocturne to pick, follow up, engage/flank. For the Tank build, he is best played as the Engager, frontline, peel, strong skirmish power, 2v2, 3v3, weak anchor early with no setup, strongest after 6, power spikes with Stripebreaker, can run on low economy, does not rely on others to set up fights. Nocturne is best with easy follow-up champions or other tank bruisers. He is also good with hybrid carries because you soak damage for teammates in fights and buys time for your teammate, so you force the enemy to fight under your team comp's condition.